Hello and welcome to Full Focus, where law and news intersect. I'm Crystal Parham. Criminal justice reform. How many times have we heard these words? Criminal justice reform. What does that really mean? Well, I can tell you what it means from my perspective as an attorney. Practicing in Manhattan, you walk into the courtrooms, and the courtrooms are filled with people of color. Filled. Like 99% of the people are people of color. And the crimes come, seldomly there are, white people, but it's mostly people of color. And so I always ask myself, how is it possible that all the crimes in this city, these millions of people, are only being committed by people of color? And the answer is very simple. It's racial profiling. Now, nobody wants to admit that exists, and it's a bad word, and we shouldn't say it. It doesn't happen, but in reality, it really does. It really, really does. You can take a white man, a white young man, let's say 20 years old, and an African American or Latino young man, let's say 20 years old, both of them walking down the street. The likelihood of the white young man being stopped is far less than the person of color. And then guess what? This is how this works. The person of color is stopped. If they have anything on them, like, a gravity knife for work that they use, or marijuana, or anything, once they get stopped, the police inevitably somehow start to search them, and they find something on them, and then this person ends up being put through the system, whereas the white person could have cocaine on him or could have anything on him, but guess what? He's not going to be stopped. So what I always say is this system is set up, it's rigged to be a racist system. It's a known fact that young white kids go into clubs with fake IDs. Guess what? That is a misdemeanor. That's possession of a forged instrument. Do they get stopped? No. All these kids that I know that are in their late teens, early teens, late teens, they have fake IDs. It's part of a rite of passage. Person of color has a fake ID, they're arrested for criminal possession of stolen property. There's an imbalance. So how do we balance this out? Part of it, we have to change the laws. We have to change what is being prosecuted. The DA's office has to decide what's being prosecuted and decline to prosecute certain types of cases. Also, they have to look at the imbalance. They have to look at where people are being arrested, what time they're being arrested, who they're being arrested by, and account for that. The only way that we begin to heal as a country is when people are looked at equally, when people are treated equally. And right now, that's just not the case. And the criminal justice system, the criminal courthouse in Manhattan, is a microcosm of the bigger problem that we have in this country. So I'm challenging you to go to your courthouse in your community and to look around and to see, you can go into court. You don't have to be a criminal to go into court. You don't have to be charged with anything to go into court. It's public. You can go into court and you can look and you can see who are the defendants, who are the prosecutors, what are the charges, and see if it's disproportionately people of color. Now look, if you live in a rural county in Wyoming, it's not going to be people of color, right? It might be the less educated, or it might be some other subgroup. But if you're in the big cities, it's mostly going to be people of color. And if I'm wrong, you can email me at crystal@crystalparham.com. Until next time, this is Full Focus. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.